Now, France's President Emmanuel Macron has started his three-day visit to China with some silent time with Xi'an's famous terracotta warriors. But later, the real purpose of his trip will come to the fore when the French president delivers a keynote address on Franco-Chinese relations and sets a tone for China's new Silk Road project to connect Asia and Europe by road, rail and sea. It's a part of China's overall Belt and Road Initiative, commonly known as OBOR. But European Union had boycotted last year's OBOR summit in Beijing. Will Macron be convinced of its benefits and sign the dotted line, at least for France now? Senior foreign editor Padma Rao has his report.
Ever since he came to power in 2017, France's President Emmanuel Macron has played safe and proceeded with caution on China's new Silk Road project, intended to connect Asia and Europe by road, rail and sea. The cargo rail link of the project that cuts across Central Asian republics is already operational. The sea route has run into problems, as has the road route, largely due to insurgencies and reluctance on part of some countries to entertain constant and large Chinese presence on their territories. For most European countries, China is the largest trading partner. The rail link has considerably reduced the cost of transporting some types of cargo between China and Europe, and it has revived struggling rail networks like Germany's Deutsche Bundesbahn. Most European countries, including France though, have been suspicious of the gigantic project that will, if given the green signal, extend China's embrace almost around the entire globe. President Macron is on his first visit to Asia, and a strategic partnership with China is on the cards. And yet, he struck a note of warning by referring to France's own historical mistakes.
France has the experience of unilateral imperialism in Africa, which sometimes led to the worst. And today, with the new Silk Road being created, I think that the partnership between France and China can avoid the repeat of these mistakes and especially choose the path of justice I'm talking about.
Central Asian republics as well as Eastern European countries are happy to be part of China's OBOR, as it brings them the infrastructure many of them badly need without taxing their own coffers. But most Western and Central European countries had boycotted China's Belt and Road Summit in May 2017. Emmanuel Macron's France was among them. And the prime reason was the fear that along with its highways and shipping lanes, China's geostrategic area of influence too will soon encircle the world. But President Macron also referred to one-way streets. He said, and I quote, "The ancient Silk Roads were never only Chinese. By definition, these roads can only be shared. If they are roads, they cannot be one-way." President Emmanuel Macron has hinted that the Silk Route to Europe, at least as far as France is concerned, will have to be about give and take. He expects the Chinese to join hands with France to combat climate change. He also wants Beijing to cooperate on fighting terrorism. Beijing will be listening closely because it has already faced unforeseen setbacks by Europe's reluctance. But President Macron can speak for France. And even if he gives the project carte blanche on behalf of France, Europe's biggest power, Germany, may not necessarily follow suit. Europe continues to see an influx of refugees from the Middle East and a corresponding and related rise in intolerance and right-wing groups. An influx of nationals of the world's most populated country, China, taking up local jobs is likely to meet the same fate, even and especially if that happens to be your largest trading partner. Padma Rao, WION.